them enemies, she says, degrading India's education landscape. I can think of some protests that happened when Sonia Gandhi was de facto help of the country as well on education reform, thanks to a certain minister named Arjun Singh. My memory serves me pretty well. I was there. So that's the politics of it. That's the opposition's job. What can you say? Is the opposition going to throw flowers at government? No, that's their job. But do they want, you just heard Derek O'Brien, okay, of the TMC saying, no, it's not about Dharmendra Pradhan anymore. It has to be government, PM, Home Minister, everybody should be accountable, okay. So is Derek O'Brien going to be out there laying a red carpet? No. Does, would they want this protest to continue and be a thorn in the side so it can be co-opted and hijacked? I don't know. Is that too much of terminology? I don't know. So obviously the politicians don't want it to end. It is the opposition's job to pick up causes and criticize the government and hold them to account. Can't fault them for that. But there is an underlying motivation for certain quarters not to want this to end. Most of us, reasonable people, who are seeing this, the students themselves, don't want to be spending their time sitting in a place demanding what they think is reasonable over a grievance which is more than reasonable. Their parents to watch the tear gas come out and wondering why the mobile phone is not working. Imagine the panic when you're watching this on your TV screen and you have somebody in your family who's there. Obviously you're panicking and are concerned and are distressed. So who wants that? Nobody wants that. So some motivated people want this to continue. What we need to see is reasonable conversation, de-escalation, concrete problem solving, solution finding. That's what reasonable people would want to see. If that process starts, we're heading in the right direction. If it doesn't, we're heading in the wrong direction. It ends with problem solving. It doesn't end on the streets. Nothing ends on the streets. Okay? That's the history which we should live and learn. So what we want is one-upmanship and grandstanding, egos. So if the demand was the current includes no FIRs, I think the government has given that in writing, okay, and they should just do it, all right. Lumpen elements, identify them from genuine students, Intel departments, IB and all can figure it out. But overall, it can't be that we are going to gun for everything. It has to be very genial and very much innocent until proven guilty sort of accountability has to take place. So put that up. I think there is a lot of frustration, genuine frustration, because I mean some of those things were just ludicrous. No nameplates, people in civil clothes picking up lathis and saying they're police officers. That one DCP. I think equal action needs to take place. I've been repeating since morning. Those people are also doing a job. If law and order breaks down and arson takes place and mob violence takes place, you will also then hold the police accountable. What are the police doing? Okay. But at the same time, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds, we're expecting them to stay peaceful, stay calm, not to get upset, not to get frustrated. But the people who are trained not to get upset and get frustrated, but get upset and frustrated and do things, they need to be held to account. We have to solve this, and the quicker we do it, the better it is for everyone. Let's just do it. You can argue that, yeah, could have done it 2 days ago, could have done last week. What could the media have done better? What could have done worse? Been there through this entire process, okay. Heroes and monsters conversation can go on. The present problem is where the entire imagination of people has been captured is with police action. Let's start there. The original problem is, what are we doing with NEET? The original demands were compensation, okay, resignation of education minister, and concrete action. There was just 3. Compensation government is given in writing, action plan is been put in place, can be better, needs to be implemented, needs to be figured out for sure. So now we are at a grandstanding position. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, grandstanding positions become about egos. We then start getting into the zone that there is a winner and there is a loser. Instead of that, we are all in this together, we are one team and we have to figure this out. What we want today is that grandstanding, and it will have to reflect on the maturity of these young people in their 20s. I think Abhijit Dipke is what, just turned 30? So he's at the median age of India is 29. To have the maturity to see past their frustration, irritation, anger over what has happened over the past 2-3 weeks, and not to take this as a win or a loss, not to be absolutist, to be part of the solution now that we want to now solve this, which is what the end goal has to be. If we get stuck there, then this continues. If we can be reasonable, be practical, and look past, we are expecting government to do the same. Okay, frustration, egos, grandstanding, we don't want that from government. And I can tell you, JP Nadda